All right. So quizzes. So I recommend starting the quiz from the quizzes
Mm-hmm.
page. And I'm going to create a new quiz. So
Yeah, these migrated in from another. It's a long story. Anyway,
Right.
I didn't do those.
that's
Someone
fine.
else did.
All right. So so you may notice that when you want to add something in Canvas, you will
Mhm.
see plus sign.
Right.
So that basically, that's what I'm
Mhm.
doing. Click on plus sign quiz. And quiz has mainly two parts. The the quiz kind of basic properties control
Mm-hmm.
part, and the other one is questions.
Mm-hmm.
So you have two main tabs. So this is where you add new questions and
Mhm.
question groups. You don't need to worry about question group. That's later.
Mm-hmm.
So just use a questions plus sign new question. So but let's go back to details.
Okay.
So you can give it a name like a sample test one,
Mm-hmm.
and then so when you look at paper version text quiz,
Mm-hmm.
there's like a title, like a
Right.
quiz one.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have general instruction, like you have 30 minutes. Use H2 pencil
Mhm.
or something like that,
Mhm.
right? So general general instructions such as how to take the test and etc. Okay, um, such as you may retake the test two more times, and the best score will be recorded. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. All right, so quiz time, it by default is graded quiz.
Mhm.
Means students will get a grade.
Right.
You can use other ones like a practice quiz and things like
Mhm.
that. And then assignment groups. So you don't have assignment groups set up. Let me just show you what it means. Let's see, here it is. I'm going to just right click and I'll show you. And essentially you probably have a one assignment group.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's here,
Right.
right? And so that's why you don't. But later on, if you want, you can create a separate assignment groups, like a essay assignment or case study assignment group, quiz assignment groups, that sort of kind of things, and then you can
Okay.
put weight to that group. And then
Okay.
the final grade will be automatically calculated,
Okay.
and then you get 4.0, 2.3, or whatever.
If you're not going to weight the groups, is there any reason to put them in groups, really?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So that's what it means. Do you want to
Mhm.
put this quiz into a certain group? No.
Okay.
That's fine. Do you want to shuffle?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Time limit? Let's say 20 minutes.
Okay.
And multiple attempts?
Mhm.
Well, we said 2 more times, so
Mhm.
altogether 3 times. I think these are all fairly self-explanatory. You can just read it. So, for example, do you want to give you can set up the feedback for
Mhm.
each question and answers
Mm-hmm.
if you want to. And also you can give the answers. Do you want to show the answer after the quiz is all over or not? So you can set
So, right. So if they were getting 3 attempts, you'd only want them to see after their last attempt, right?
Exactly. So let the students see that their response is only after the last attempt. So that'll
Mhm.
be
Right.
the right thing to do.
Right.
And let the students see the correct answer. Let's see. I'm sorry.
Oh, quiz responses.
Their responses, not the answer. So you may not do that. So you, or
Right.
it depends. If you have a bunch of true or false questions, that may not be a good idea to
Right.
show what they did.
Right.
But if you have a multiple choice questions, that may not. This showing them what they did will be fine. The key thing, the most important part, is that letting the students see the answer after
Their last attempt.
last attempt or certain date.
Oh,
Because
right.
student A could take all 3 times and get the answer
And give
then
it to us.
be shared.
Can we go up for a minute? I wanted to ask you something. If you allow multiple attempts,
Mm-hmm.
how do you know when? Okay, I guess that'll come later when we put the dates in. Okay.
Right. So you can restrict give them access code. So if you want to take the quiz, if you want to have the students take the quiz in classroom, then you hold on to the access code and then come here. Access code is A, B, C, D, F, G, and things like that. But again, I rarely use that. And so it is assigned to everyone. And then you can put the due date. Let's say Friday. And then for students who are, let's see, sorry, I didn't want to show that. Let's say who requires double the amount of time, you can set, you can extend that.
Okay.
But usually what I do, again, you can kind of fine control kind of all details, but I don't have time for that.
Right.
So I
right.
usually say, if I were a student, average student, let's say it'll take me about 10 minutes, I put 20 minutes.
Okay.
Because my objective, not always, but my objective could be I have the students kind of learn while they're taking the test.
Okay.
That sort of kind of things.
So within this available, so you gave them. So maybe you gave them 24 hours and they could take it twice. So Canvas is going to let them take it twice within that 24 hours.
Right.
You don't have to set this more than once for them to have 2 attempts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So due date. So right as of now, so no available from until it's blank. Only control we have is the due date. Then students, as soon as you publish the quiz, students can take up to 3 times until this date, October 7th.
So you don't really need to do this at all.
And you don't need this. So this is something like, okay, we do it in classroom, at 11 o'clock.
Right.
And then, I will say, put it in there.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So again, this is like a general setup. And here is the meat part.
Right.
Or the questions. And I would say go ahead and create a bunch of different types of quizzes, like a multiple choice, true, false, essay, matching, and that sort of kind of things. So I'll go ahead and click on add new question. And let's say multiple choice. So I click the options button here. True, false, fill in the blank, all different kind of things. So I guess if you have like an essay question, that's one thing that you can do. They need to type it into the Canvas, like a short, a long. Is it short answer question? yeah, short answer questions. You can use that, or you can have them to attach
Upload.
the files and things like that. So let's choose the. Let's start with multiple choice. Very simple. You know, who is what's that? Okay. Who is I don't know. LBJ. You have choice. He was a doctor. And he was, I don't know.
Oh, that was the
President?
correct answer, though.
I know. I did it intentionally.
Oh, I got it.
to
I
show
got it.
you.
Okay.
Let's say he was an actor. All of this could be true, but you know, so here obviously that's the that's impossible, the correct answer.
Oh,
you
I
click on
see.
it.
I
So
got
you
it.
can choose, okay? And then here's a comment. If this is option, you don't have to do this. And you can say, he did go to medical school, but failed.
Okay.
So this is the comment that I was saying, that in the setup section, do you want to show this comment when and how? That's the kind of things. All right. So, key thing. I kind of how many points?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to think about. You have to design your
Right.
quiz. So how many questions you're gonna have? Let's say 10 questions. Okay, this is a multiple choice. Let's say if you have 10 questions and then 100 points for 100 points for the quiz, is it worth 10 points? I don't know. Maybe 10 points is fine. And then here I click on update question. So this is a common mistake people make, because we see save. This save is for the quiz, not for the question.
Okay.
So you are creating a question at a time, and you save a question at a time. And once you are all done, then go ahead and click on the save or save and publish.
So you save the question by updating
Yes, update question.
it? Okay.
And now you have one question added here.
Okay.
And then I can edit it by clicking on this.
Okay.
You can delete it. And now, also you can click on show question details, so you can see the details. But I don't need to see that for now, because I'm about to add more questions. So I click on more new question, and then let's.
Can we see a matching one?
Yeah, where it is matching there.
I was just curious what it looks
Yeah,
like.
it's fun.
Oh, matching left side, right side. Okay.
Yeah. So again, LBJ, I'm not very creative now. I don't know. Give me some ideas.
I'm not very creative.
Okay, Yoon. And he's an ID. So let's see. Peggy. Faculty. Alright, so that's good. And then instructions.
It's just each distractor on its own line, huh?
Additional match. Oh, type each distractor on this. Oh, I have no idea.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
How do we tell which one's right? Do we do it here?
Oh, okay. So I guess, yeah, I think you're right. Okay, done. Possible
So it
Okay.
answers if you, what happens if you click there?
Ah, this is cool. So click here.
Mm-hmm. That says comments.
Okay, this is a comment for LBJ. Done. So I'm gonna click on this. I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and click on this. Did LBJ lived in the 1900s? Question mark. So we'll see.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm just putting
I
something
know,
there.
isn't it weird? I mean, I can't figure out how you
Does
make the right and left side match.
You live in the U.S. I don't know. I'm just putting something there and see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So that's one more. Oh, okay. How about where is Peggy? I'm gonna add another answer. Let's see. No. Close that. Let's say Mary is a doctor. All right, so that's good. And then the question is, how do I match? How do I give the answer?
I know.
That's weird. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Okay. So you put the matching answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so LBJ is a president. Yoon is ID. Peg is faculty. Mary is. So these are the correct answers.
Mm-hmm.
But when the student sees, it gets shuffled.
Oh, they do
Yeah.
it for you.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So what are these distractors? I guess we'll find out.
Well, we'll find out. Part of it is that Canvas is increasingly used by K-12.
Mm.
So that could be one of those features,
Okay.
but we'll see. Let's add one more question here. Maybe a short essay question. Oh, did we change the? Maybe we changed. Okay, let's see. Essay question. Under Word. Essay. Okay, it's gonna be 10 points. Update question. And then I'm gonna go ahead and click on Save and Publish.
Mm-hmm.
So I click on Save and Publish because I want to test it out as a student.
Okay.
Because unless it's published, I cannot
Right.
do
Right.
the preview.
Oh.
What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, I'm gonna click on Save.
No, they're both saving. What's this little flashing light mean?
This green one, that's the bracket showing these video is capturing. That's the
Oh,
corner.
okay. I thought it had something to do with
No. Weird.
There's nothing that surprises me about computers around here these days.
I'm not going to ask you because I'm recording. All right, what's going on? Maybe I should have saved before we start putting these questions in. I don't know.
Well, but usually it doesn't do this kind of thing.
No. Well, okay, I'm gonna find out. So I went to the other tab and quizzes. Let's see if it's there. It's possible.
There it is. Oh, it only one
No.
question. It didn't save it. Well, that's all right.
No. These are the ones that were given,
Yeah.
and this is still saving. The name of this quiz is
Oh.
Sample Test 1. It hasn't been saved yet. Oh, maybe it's okay. Sorry. Everyone. Maybe that was the problem. That was an error. Alright, save.
Oh. You would think it would have told you that, though.
Yeah, that was the problem. So there was something that was required
Mm-hmm.
because we were in the process. Let me just go back here. So maybe this is one of the kind of fundamental reasons why the quiz is a little bit tricky, because you have two tabs. You have to go back and forth. And
There's a
make
lot
sure
of
that-
little things to remember.
Yeah, and I think we were kind of setting up this part, and I think I added another date, and I didn't complete that process,
okay.
and that's why it didn't save. It wasn't able to save. Anyway, well, that's good to know. So let me go to settings and then get into the student view. And then I go to quizzes. Sample quiz. So here's the general instruction,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives how many points, how many questions, time limit,
Mm-hmm.
number of attempts.
Okay.
So it gives all the key general
Mm-hmm.
information.
Mm-hmm.
Take the quiz. So what I would recommend to you is that create a non-critical quiz
Mm-hmm.
and give it to students,
Mm-hmm.
and they get to practice.
Okay. Maybe I'll do a syllabus quiz.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And here it is. Quiz question number. Who is LBJ? I will say I want to get it right. President.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. This is a matching. So faculty, can I choose twice? Yes, I can.
Mm. Interesting. That's weird. That's not really matching then. It's more like multiple choice.
Yeah, there should be option. Let's look into that a little more detail. And then having a fine day so far. And then submit quiz.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would get, okay, so we have to, do I have to take, so let me click on this one. I'm still a student here. So I got it
Oh.
right. Wrong. Yes, yes, no. And then the essay question, I have to wait
Right.
until the instructor completes. And let me go backward. And so, again, this is the view where students just completed it. I can retake. And
So it's take the quiz again. There it is. Okay.
right. And also, actually, the result shows up here. I don't have to actually click on that previous attempt. It shows up here in the same page. And current score 15 out of 30. So that'll be less than actual score because the instructor needs to grade it.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Perfect.